Welcome to Back Bike Beat. You know how sometimes you see a motorcycle and think this one might just redefine what a mid-sized cruiser can be? The 2025 Honda Rebel 850 is aiming to do exactly that. Honda has taken the classic Rebel DNA and scaled it up, giving us a bike that sits between approachable entry-level cruisers and the heavyweight V-twins that dominate highways. Today we're taking a deep dive into its design, its performance, its features, its price, and what makes it stand out in an increasingly crowded market. At the heart of the Rebel 850 is a liquid-cooled parallel twin engine, tuned for strong low and mid-range torque. Honda didn't build this machine for high-revving theatrics. It's about grunt, response, and usable power. You twist the throttle and it pulls from down low, meaning fewer downshifts in traffic and smooth acceleration when you're cruising. Mated to a 6-speed transmission, the gearing feels balanced for both city and highway riding. The assist and slipper clutch helps keep shifts light, reducing fatigue, while also making aggressive downshifts smoother by minimizing rear-wheel hop. This all adds up to a bike that feels confident and predictable, whether you're navigating urban streets or leaning into sweepers on a weekend ride. The design is unmistakably Rebel. Honda has stuck to the low-slung stance that makes the bike so approachable. The seat height is low, which gives riders of many sizes the confidence to flat-foot at stops, and that alone is a major selling point. The silhouette is classic cruiser, wide rear tire, raked front forks, bars that come to you rather than forcing you to reach. Lighting has been fully modernized, with LEDs front and back, casting a crisp light pattern that's both stylish and functional. The instrumentation is minimal but sharp, with a digital cluster that gives you all the essentials at a glance: speed, RPM, gear position, fuel level, and trip info. Paint schemes are another area where Honda has broadened the Rebel's appeal: blackout options for riders who want the stealth look, and bold colors for those who want to stand out. Every finish feels polished, with Honda's typical attention to detail and build quality. Handling is another key piece of the puzzle. The frame is steel, designed to balance stability with comfort, and the suspension is tuned for real-world roads. Up front you've got stout telescopic forks, while the rear uses twin shocks that can be adjusted for preload. It soaks up bumps without floating, and in corners the bike feels planted, offering more confidence than many cruisers in this displacement category. Braking is handled by disc brakes front and rear, with ABS offered as standard in most markets. The tires are wide enough to look muscular while still giving responsive steering. The wheelbase is long enough for highway stability but not so stretched that it feels like a chore to handle in traffic. Weight inevitably goes up compared to the Rebel 500, but Honda has managed to keep it manageable. The center of gravity remains low, so maneuvering at slow speeds doesn't feel intimidating. On the feature side, Honda has ensured the Rebel 850 isn't left behind. LED lighting is standard, and depending on market you'll find options for traction control or riding modes. Even without heavy electronics, the bike feels modern thanks to details like a USB charging port for your phone, a clear digital instrument cluster, and an ergonomically shaped seat that's supportive on longer rides. Passenger accommodations are there but secondary. The Rebel 850 is primarily designed as a rider's machine, though accessories like rear seats, windscreens, or luggage can easily expand its touring capability. Comfort has clearly been a focus, with peg placement and handlebar reach designed to reduce fatigue on extended trips. Vibration damping in the engine mounts and controls helps keep the ride smooth without robbing you of character. The Rebel 850's unique selling points are all about balance. It's got enough displacement and torque to satisfy riders who've outgrown smaller machines, but it stops short of the weight and cost penalties that come with massive cruisers. It maintains the low seat and easy ergonomics that made the Rebel 300 and 500 popular among new riders, while scaling up the performance to make it highway-ready. Its styling bridges traditional cruiser lines with modern details, offering a look that appeals across generations. Most importantly, Honda reliability and fit and finish give riders confidence that this is a bike that will deliver for years without constant headaches. Of course, there are trade-offs. Even though Honda has kept the weight manageable, it's still a heavier machine compared to an entry-level bike. Fuel economy won't match smaller Rebels, especially if you ride aggressively. Riders expecting the full V-twin rumble may find the smoother parallel twin character less dramatic. And as a brand new model, aftermarket accessories may take time to catch up, though Honda is likely to support it with its own official range. Pricing is where this bike really makes its case. In the US, the 2025 Honda Rebel 850 comes in around $9,499 before destination charges and taxes. That positions it above the Rebel 500 but well below the heavyweight cruiser segment. For what you're getting, larger displacement, more torque, better highway ability, and Honda's engineering, it's competitive value. International buyers should expect higher prices once import duties and local taxes are factored in, but the Rebel 850 still slots into an appealing sweet spot in many markets. So what's it like to ride? Imagine pulling away from a stoplight. You don't need to rev it out, the torque comes in early, propelling you forward smoothly. On the highway, the bike settles into sixth gear and hums along with ease, letting you cruise without straining the engine. In corners, it won't carve like a sport bike, but it feels solid and predictable, far more capable than the cruiser stereotype suggests. Over long distances, the ergonomics keep you relaxed, and while wind blast is inevitable without a screen, the overall comfort level is higher than expected. It's the kind of bike that adapts to your mood, laid-back cruiser one day, spirited backroad companion the next. The Rebel 850 is aimed at riders who want more power than an entry-level machine but don't want to leap into the intimidating weight and cost of a liter-plus cruiser. It's ideal for those who value style and presence, who want a machine that can commute comfortably during the week and stretch its legs on the weekend. It's for riders who care about accessibility, who appreciate a low seat, predictable handling, and features that enhance rather than overwhelm. If your dream is thunderous V-twin shake and long-haul touring rigs, this might not be the bike for you. But if you're after something approachable, stylish, reliable, and modern, the Rebel 850 could be a perfect fit. Compared to its rivals, the Rebel 850 shines in balance. It offers more usable torque and displacement than the Rebel 500 without becoming intimidating. Against competitors in the mid-cruiser category, it often wins on refinement, reliability, and Honda's build quality. And compared to larger cruisers, it remains more affordable, more manageable, and more versatile for everyday use. In the end, the 2025 Honda Rebel 850 feels like a natural evolution of the Rebel family. It bridges the gap between approachable and powerful, between traditional and modern, between style and substance. At a price around $9,500, it gives riders a serious cruiser experience without the compromises of size or budget that bigger bikes demand. For a lot of riders, that balance might be exactly what they've been waiting for. Thanks for tuning in to BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and share with fellow riders. Drop a comment below and tell us, would you choose the Rebel 850 over a larger cruiser, or would you stick with something smaller and lighter? Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep your passion for bikes alive.